It's getting even scarier in the tank.
Oh, God.
You overvalued your business. That's the horror story you brought here.
And the biggest deal in Shark Tank history is made.
Stop the madness. Tell us why you're worth $20 million.
In the tank, hopeful entrepreneurs get a once-in-a-lifetime chance to pitch the sharks in hopes of getting an investment to start, grow, or save their businesses.
Now, what are we going to do?
The entrepreneurs must convince a shark to invest the full amount they're asking for, or they'll walk away with nothing.
We're not crazy about the deal, quite honestly.
Why are you such a greedy pig?
If the sharks hear a great idea,
Whoa!
they're ready to invest using their own money, and they're willing to fight each other for a piece of the action.
I'm going to offer you $250,000.
That's ridiculous.
You really need the right partner to
Thanks,
be
Lori.
with.
Stop singing my praises, please.
I'll give you $2 million for 40%.
Wow.
Who are the sharks? They're self-made millionaire and billionaire investors who are entrepreneurs themselves. Kevin O'Leary is a venture capitalist who turned a $10,000 loan into a software business worth $4.2 billion. Damon John is a fashion and branding expert who grew his homemade clothing line into the globally recognized fashion brand FUBU, with over $6 billion in retail sales to date. Robert Herjavec, the son of an immigrant factory worker, is now a technology mogul who sold his first internet companies for over $350 million. Lori Grenier, the queen of QVC, holds over 100 patents and has launched over 300 products, grossing over $500 million in retail sales. And Mark Cuban, notorious billionaire entrepreneur, tech guru, and the outspoken owner of the NBA's Dallas Mavericks. First into the tank are entrepreneurs from Utah who are hoping their product will become an everyday household fix-it tool.
Hi, Sharks. I'm Eric Child.
And I'm Spencer Quinn.
And we are FiberFix.
FiberFix?
FiberFix!
FiberFix!
We're looking for $90,000 for 10% of our company. FiberFix is the world's strongest repair wrap. In fact, it is 100 times stronger than duct tape. To show you just how strong it is, we created this beautiful hammer made of 2x2s wrapped together with FiberFix. This awesome hammer is so strong that it can break through cinder block.
I don't believe it.
You're gonna believe it.
Hi-ya! Hi-ya!
Whoa!
Stop the madness.
And it gets better. FiberFix saves you time and money. And now you can fix things that you could not fix before. And you can fix things with less money. Leaky pipe? FiberFix it. Broken tool handles? FiberFix it. Cracked your hockey stick? Okay, everyone say it with me now. What are we gonna do? FiberFix it!
Even broken furniture. This stool was broken in 2 places. Just wrapped it, sanded it, painted it. FiberFix!
Now, Sharks, I'd like you to take a look at these samples that we have here of the product.
Thank you.
Here you go, Robert.
Thank you.
Kevin.
Sharks, FiberFix is taking off. So who's ready to FiberFix it?
Very good.
Spencer, let me ask you a question. How many of these are we selling right now?
Over $100,000 worth of product.
In what period of time?
In the last few months.
So it's brand new.
It's brand new.
Why is this better than duct tape?
Well, why don't we show you a little demo?
Here's a temple that's been repaired with duct tape. Doesn't quite cut it. Here's the snap temple that's been repaired with FiberFix.
Let me see it. This is incredible.
Yeah, it's
Let me
awesome,
feel
right?
it.
Incredible.
It's a specialized blend of resin along with industrial-grade fibers.
What's the process to make it work? I buy it, and then what do I do?
You just take it out of the pouch, you dip it in water, and that activates the resin that's in the tip, so it's water activated. You wrap around the broken item, and after about 5 minutes, it's going to start to harden.
You have to put it in water, and you can't touch it with your bare hands.
Well, you're not going to want to because it's really sticky, and once you get that on your hands, it's going to be there for a while.
So what
Now
do you
that's
charge me
sticky
for
right
this?
now.
So we sell it in 3 different sizes. The 4-inch costs $9.99, the 2-inch costs $7.99, and the 1-inch costs $5.99.
So what's your cost?
The average cost is under $2 landed
Yours. And what do you wholesale it for?
for $4.
So where are you selling right now?
We're in over 400 independent retailers right now, but we are now set up as a vendor with Home Depot, and we have a PO coming for a 240-store test.
You know, I'll make you an offer. Very simply, I give you the $90,000, I take no equity. You keep your company. You pay me back every time you sell a unit, 70 cents until I get the $90,000 back. I don't know how long it's going to take. And then after I get the 90,000 back, you pay me 20 cents in perpetuity.
And then you take your children, and they have to work for them forever. All right, Eric, I would be your biggest customer in a single race weekend on my race car using this tape stuff. I'll give you the 90,000 for 10%. Straight in, no royalty, and we're in this together.
Giving up equity right at the beginning can be very expensive later on.
Eric, one of my best friends runs a $16 billion home hardware company.
Really?
Yeah. And I go over to his house, there is duct tape everywhere.
What if you want to get it off of something? How does it remove?
It's tough. I'm going to be honest.
It's not coming off.
Eric, why are we having this discussion? Let's go sell some fiber things. You've got two offers here.
There's a question.
Are there any other offers?
We want to hear from the rest of the sharks, but before we do, we want to just alert you to one other development in the business.
We recently received a purchase order from QVC.
Ah,
There's someone else in QVC that sells product? I'm shocked.
it's an opening test order.
Right.
Are you definitely going on to QVC with this?
No, we're definitely going on.
If you're already committed to QVC, I'm out. I have a deal with HSN.
Okay. We understand. Thanks, Damon.
I will tell you what I think here.
That QVC disease has affected this product.
That QVC will probably make them very wealthy. Here's my offer. I'm going to offer you $250,000 for 18%, and I'll tell you why. One, I know the power of QVC, but I also know the power of QVC when you're with me. But I think another huge opportunity here is the infomercial spot market.
Right.
I'll tell you honestly, you really need the right partner. You need somebody who knows the ropes and who also knows who are the good partners
Thanks,
to be
Lori.
with.
Stop singing my praises.
Eric, who is
They
the
know nothing
biggest
about
buyer
it.
for this product? Is it men or women?
We believe it's probably
I don't
men.
think a lot of women are going to
I
be
think
applying.
it's
So
both.
where do you think most guys shop? Do you think they shop online in infomercials? Do you think they shop in a hardware store?
Well,
He's
my
wrong.
understanding is a lot of
No,
women
I can
on...
immediately tell you he's wrong.
Any shark can get you into the infomercial
That's
business.
not true at all.
It,
You know,
it
he has
is
no
true.
experience
It is
about
true.
it. They
I
can
actually
get you
produce
in,
these
but they
things.
can get you in with the wrong partners.
We're concerned about, if it goes well, now you've got to put $1 million, $2 million, $3 million
Your
in
media
the
buyer, your
spend.
media
That's
buyer
exactly
partners
the point.
will do that.
How are you guys going to pay for the infomercials? $90,000 isn't going to do it. $120,000 isn't going to do it. As usual, all roads lead back to me because I don't require any equity in my deal. I actually don't think this product is the same as costume jewelry or sponges. Lori, she made you an offer of $250,000 for 18%. That's a lot of equity to give up early on, of course. My deal's so simple for you. And you give up no equity. Robert offered you exactly what you wanted, $90,000 for 10%.
Well, let me tell you why, Kevin. $16 billion hardware retailer with 1,000 locations. This is the path to go. There's nothing wrong with the infomercial, but I'm telling you, that is not the path of least resistance to start. That's a supplement market. What's missing in my offer?
Well, you know that you need a strategic partner that
infomercial?
can take you farther.
Eric, let me just add a condition to my offer. I think what you really need is you need some of the money to do some development and other stuff, but you also need some money for inventory. I'll give you the $90,000 for the 10%, and I'll extend you a $250,000 line of credit as you need it.
But any of us can do that too.
Robert, it sounds like you've got some great retail connections that we could definitely use. And Lori, it sounds like you've got some great connections that we could definitely use in the TV realm. Can we take a minute? Okay.
I don't see equity being worth anything in this company. It's a product.
No, they underpriced it. They underpriced it. It's worth a lot more. They underpriced it and they know they underpriced it.
So, Robert, offer 10%.
Exactly what we want.
Just what we wanted.
$250,000 in the line of credit.
$250,000. I don't think that's enough line of credit.
I'm just curious, Lori, do you really think that women are going to want to put on the gloves and do all
Damon,
the...
you know, a lot of products like this sell very successfully in QVC. The women buy it for their husband.
Here we go, here we go.
Thanks for your patience. We feel like we need a big line of credit as part of the deal. So, Lori, what we'd like to offer is $120,000 for 12% in the company, plus a $2 million line of credit.
Guys, come on. I mean, seriously.
Guys, now you're blowing it.
One shark is out. But with interest from 3 sharks, Spencer and Eric have changed their offer.
Lori, what we'd like to offer is $120,000 for 12% in the company, plus a $2 million line of credit.
Guys, come on. I mean, seriously.
Guys, now you're blowing it.
Whoa, so wow.
You guys undervalued your company and you realized it, right?
Sure.
That's part of the game strategy of Shark Tank. You have to come in and try to determine what valuation is going to get interest, but not underpriced, because if you need additional equity, you've given away too much. I think you made a strategic mistake, and for those reasons, I'm out.
Well,
That's interesting. Put on the gloves.
Eric, what are you saying to my offer? And
So with
Kevin's
your
offer?
offer, Robert,
You're countering to all 3 sharks?
we also need the $2 million line of credit from you.
And what are you
Before
saying to
do it.
Kevin?
Kevin,
Pound
we
salt.
didn't actually consider that deal much. We feel like that would be counterproductive to the business. A lot of the cash would be going out the back door.
Well, if you actually thought it through, if you did $100 million in sales, my deal would be much better for you, because your equity would actually be significantly more valuable than the 20-cent royalty in perpetuity. That was a mistake on your part. See, I'm a financial advisor. I understand money. It sounds like you don't.
But we do understand growing a startup, and we
Eric.
really need that cash to grow this business fast.
Are we still talking to Kevin?
I'll do the $120,000 for the 12%. That's it. I'm not going to give you the $2 million line of credit. If we're doing well, I'll definitely put up the money to help fund any orders that we have until the money's rolling in enough where you can put the money back into it.
But there's a huge difference between a line of credit, which allows you to borrow to use for any business purpose, and funding purchase orders.
But your concern is funding purchase orders, correct?
Yeah, of course.
Eric, is the infomercial route the way you want to go?
We just feel like that's a very important component of this product because it's brand new. We need to educate consumers.
So let me clear it up then. You got to get into retail first.
Oh, we
There's no
definitely
point in
do.
advertising unless the product's out there.
Right.
I'm out.
Well, now that Robert's out, I'm the only game in town.
Yeah, we're not crazy about the deal, quite honestly. And I really think the line of credit is important to the business.
Wow.
Why did you need the $2 million credit if it's not to fund purchase orders?
Because it's extremely expensive to get on TV.
Did you guys come in genuinely wanting to close a
Sure,
deal?
we did. Yeah.
Because you do know what I can offer, and basically,
Eric,
I'm giving you what you asked for, except I'm not saying here's just $2 million line of credit for whatever you want to
Sure.
do with it. I'm saying that I would fund purchase orders.
Guys, now you're getting greedy.
So, Lori, $120,000 for 12%,
I
finance
did.
all purchase orders.
I already said that, right?
Yep.
That's a partnership.
We need a decision.
Lori, you have a deal.
Good.
Thank goodness.
Oh, my God.
It's a great product.
It is a great product.
All
Thanks,
right.
guys.
Good luck.
Right on, baby.
I would have never
I
done
felt
that.
like they were the Sharks and you were pitching them.
You know what, you guys? It's disgusting how much you criticize when I'm the winner and you're the loser.
Last season, Jeff Stafford and Dusty Holloway made a deal with Mark Cuban for their product, Shell Bobbers, fishing bobbers made from shotgun shells.
Deal? Yes, we will accept your offer.
Let's see how they're doing now.
Business has been awesome since Shark Tank. It feels like I'm on a roller coaster that's going like 3,000 miles an hour. After landing our deal, we knew we had to scale quickly. We moved into a 3,500 square foot facility, hired a team of employees, and brought in the automation we needed to pump these things out quick. I went from making 100 a day to 25,000 every day.
Cool. Got it. Thanks, man.
It feels really good being able to keep shell bobbers made in America. To be able to provide jobs in our hometown, it's just been really cool to see. Thank you. There you go. Before Shark Tank, we had less than $1,000 in sales. After making our deal with Mark, we're in the largest retailer in the world, 7-Eleven. Now, we're projecting over $1 million in sales over the next 12 months. It's 2 pallets.
2 pallets. Yeah, I can have that out by Thursday.
The experience has been a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and it's all thanks to Shark Tank.
Thank you, Shark Tank!
I'm Amanda Adams,
I'm Jason Adams.
and we're from McKinney, Texas.
Amanda and I met a year ago on a blind date. We fell in love and got married within 6 weeks. We both had kids, so we blended our families together, and now we're expecting a baby boy. Combining 2 already established families is difficult and takes a lot of work.
You've got to find a good way to communicate. Well, what if we put that like that?
That could work.
We developed a product to save marriages and relationships.
It was born out of love to help couples like us communicate our thoughts and feelings even when it's tough. We know people, we know relationships. Manufacturing, price points, and margins are not our strong points. This is where the Sharks can really help us. We need to make this deal.
We've invested over $100,000 to make our dream a reality.
And we feel very passionate that this can help save millions of relationships. Hello, Sharks. I'm Jason.
I'm Amanda.
This is baby Koa, and we're the Addams family.
Our company is Elephant Chat, and we're seeking a $50,000 investment for a 20% stake in our company.
No one likes those we need to talk conversations.
But they are necessary.
And most of the time, you don't know that you need to have that talk until you start getting the cold shoulder and end up sleeping on the couch.
Until now.
We designed a product that allows you to visually tell your partner you have something to talk about. Introducing the elephant in the room.
Oh, Lord.
Is that a stuffed animal?
It is a stuffed elephant. So when I see the toilet seat has been left up for the millionth time, I don't have to be ready to pounce on him when he walks through the door or be mad when he doesn't realize I'm upset. I simply remove the cover and reveal the elephant in the room.
So when I get home and I see the elephant is in the room, I immediately know that she has something she wants to talk about, which allows me to understand her mood, but gives me time to settle in. Then when I'm ready, I simply say, you want to talk about the elephant in the room? And one of the best rules about Elephant Chat is that you can only talk if you're holding the elephant. So which one of you Sharks would like to be the first to talk about the elephant in the room?
Lord.
Amanda, how long have you been married?
Well, it's actually today is our 13th month anniversary.
Is one of you a therapist?
We are not. What we landed on was this worked for us.
If you're really married,
Yeah, they obviously are, yeah.
Yeah, you know the rules. There's one person right and the other person's the husband. There's nothing to discuss. So how much does each one cost to make?
To make, on our very first run of 500, it was $22.
Whoa.
Oh, my goodness.
Each?
Whoa.
Can I see the
You have
box?
to sell
Yes.
the elephant
Jason,
for
what do you sell the
$150.
elephant for?
59 is what we're looking at.
How much money did you put to start the business?
Okay, we raised $100,000.
Raised?
We have 7, we just are local friends.
They won't be friends for long.
You guys, the thing is, like a stuffed elephant animal is very inexpensive to make.
That's correct.
It costs you a lot of money to go into that box with tooling. So to make the decision and spend that much money when you're a brand new business is a wonderment to me because that's a risk and it's a big expense.
You know what, the finances actually worked out the best for us because as we started to look at all the other boxes that existed out there, there wasn't another way to get a clear plastic inside of a covered plastic.
But Jason, just staying on theme here for a second.
Yes.
I go online. I click on stuffed elephants. Here's one for $2.99. Here's one for $69.
That's right.
$59.
I get exactly what you're saying. The issue here is that says every single person has something that they really want to say.
Can I have the elephant?
Yes.
Thank you. When you first start out, 1, you do it as inexpensively as you possibly can because you don't know if this will succeed. 2, I think it's very important to offer something at a very affordable price.
It wasn't going to work for me for her to take it serious that I wanted to build better communications if it was $19.99 for 2 of them and I got a free Snuggie
But
with
you
it.
guys, at $60 a piece, I don't think it would ever sell. I'm out.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Lori. So our first strategy is that we've made relationships and inroads with the marriage counseling and other counseling industries. So
You're
You gotta be
kidding.
kidding. I would buy that box for $60, open it up, and find a $1 stuffed elephant in it. If your phone number was in there, you could sell me some tickets to an anger management show because I would be very unhappy. The consumer experience of getting completely ripped off blind is going to be an unpleasant one.
Well-
And for that reason, Jason, I'm definitely out.
okay.
My wife gets really mad at me sometimes. I don't know why, because I'm the perfect husband. I'm just
Right.
picturing going to her with a little stuffed animal and saying, honey, don't yell at me. I don't know if that's going to work.
Well, from the marriage counselors that we've talked to, they love the idea because right now they use this method, but they use it with pencils and random objects.
Amanda, you've been married for 13 months. Come talk to me after 23 years.
Right.
Okay? I'm out.
Damon?
We still have $53,000 in cash. We own 3 injection molds, and we have the first 500 units.
If I came home, this would be an early warning signal. I would slide out the window and hop the back gate and go to a bar and not come home till the next day, because this would mean that, honey, we have to talk.
Maybe that's why you're not married.
Maybe. This just isn't for me. I'm out.
Thank you.
I think Mark may be in on this one.
First, I think these guys are all wrong. Okay? I think the product should be more expensive. You guys are in the conflict resolution business, right?
That's right.
Now, trying to sell this in a retail environment
Isn't going to work.
And that wasn't our focus.
You go to the marriage counselors with the 500 units you have, and this is a conflict resolution device. There's nobody who needs corny stuff more than marriage counselors.
Right.
Mark, what are you going to do?
I can't go in because you guys aren't where you need to be yet, and for that reason, I'm out.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thanks, guys. Congratulations. Good luck.
Congratulations. Good luck with the baby.
Thank you.
We know this works. We know how it works for us in our
And everyone we
marriage.
talk to loves it.
And so we're going to continue to go forward.
Love you.
Next into the tank is an entrepreneur who believes there's big money to be made from big scares.
Everywhere I go, there's zombies.
Hi, Sharks. I'm Melissa Carbone from Los Angeles. My company is 1031 Productions, and I'm seeking $2 million in exchange for 10% of my company.
Wow.
1031 Productions is an entertainment company that creates, owns, and produces live attractions in the horror space. Our most popular attraction is the Los Angeles Haunted Hayride, and it is not for the faint of heart. Sharks, when you take our hayride, you are entering the pitch black woods, where demonic forces, lost souls, psychopathic fun are waiting around every turn.
Let's hope he bites.
Just when you think the terror is over, think again.
Oh, God.
He likes you. Don't eyeball me. I will kick your tush back to Texas.
Mark, get him.
Okay, Melissa, you know what's really scaring the crap out of me is your valuation. So $2 million for 10% imputes a $20 million value on this scary hayride business. Tell us why you're worth $20 million.
We do attractions all year long. We have the Los Angeles Haunted Hayride, which is our seasonal attraction here in LA. 17 nights. We sell out every single night. We do about $1.8 million right now per October.
Whoa.
Wow.
1.8 is really good.
In 17 days.
Fantastic in 17 days.
We have another attraction called the Great Horror Campout that we just launched, which is the summer attraction. The Great Horror Campout is our way of not being a seasonal company. It is an overnight, completely immersive camping experience, horror themed.
Oh, no.
So it's 12 hours. We take 2,000 campers, we put them in tents, and we have an incredibly interactive experience that includes everything from a
So
hell
it's
hunt.
basically summer camp from hell.
Yeah.
1.8 million in. At the end of the 17 days, what's left?
It cost us $1.2 million to produce the Los Angeles Haunted Hayride.
So I'm left with 600,000 free cash afterwards?
Yeah, I mean, it varies year to year because right now we're in a launching new attraction mode. We're launching a New York Haunted Hayride, which is what we're seeking some of this money for. The Great Horror Campout, we're launching it next year in 10 cities up the West Coast.
And
So
therein lies the rub, right? Because they're very, very, very expensive to produce and create.
right, well, the campouts are cheap to produce.
How much advertising and promotion do you do?
We spend about $300,000. We do a ton of radio. My background is I ran Clear Channel Los Angeles for 10 years. So my advertising, marketing, and my other business partner is actually still with Clear Channel. So we know how to make a dollar go really far from a marketing standpoint.
How many unique individuals come through?
The Hayride,
Yeah.
we have 50,000 people. We sell out every single night. So this year is our first year. We increased our max capacity to 100,800. We actually are doubling our max capacity this year.
You sell out every night for 17 days?
Every night.
That's amazing. So can I extrapolate and say that it's going to be 3.6 million in revenue this year?
Yes, if we sell out.
So that means this thing will generate just over $1 million if everything works, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now you're an intelligent woman. I'm trying to make the leap now. We have to get back to reality on your $20 million ask.
Yeah.
Let's give you a fair chance of making $1 million before tax, okay?
Yep.
That's about $700,000 after tax. If I gave you a 10 multiple, you're worth $7 million. How is it that I am going to pay 20 for a $7 million business? If everything goes right, that's the horror story you brought here. You've overvalued your business.
We've had major entertainment companies in LA who have already given us offers to buy our company, and this is about what they're valuing it.
Why are you such a greedy pig?
Kevin.
Not greedy. I have lots of high hopes for the company, and I want to grow fast.
Just because a Hollywood bozo offered you a $20 million valuation.
You know what the horror show is? Listen to you argue about valuation all the time.
But then why don't you just give her $2 million for 10%?
I am projecting for the New York Haunted Hayride, which hasn't happened yet because it's the same model in LA. We're just plopping it there.
haven't done it yet.
Let her go. Let her go.
But
Go ahead.
geographically, it's a different model because it never rains in LA.
Listen, I don't agree that your risk analysis is correct. It never happens that everything you roll out is successful day one. That's ridiculous.
For me, it is not hard to get lots of people to come to the attractions. The hard part is to make it a great experience so they want to come back.
Look, this is all fun and games, but we're talking about money here. I can't get there. I'm out.
Melissa, for you to come close to your projections for next year, everything has to work perfectly all the time. I don't see you getting to those numbers next year. I'm out.
For me right now, to give you $2 million, I feel it would take a really long time for me to see that back. So for that reason, I'm out.
The risk is not as great as you probably would think. I mean, we will launch these attractions no matter what. I know that we can launch them faster by having this money. We can launch them now.
I'm an expert in high-octane scare.
You are?
Yes, I can tell you a way to do this much cheaper. Wear a piece of jewelry and walk around where I grew up.
Yeah.
That will give you a high-octane
Fair
scare.
enough.
I would just have to insult you with my offer.
Go ahead, insult her. That's about what it's worth.
So we're the offer. Yeah.
Okay, well then, I'll give you $2 million for 40%.
Okay. Mark? Come on, Mark.
Is that a yes or no to him?
Can I counter?
Of course you can counter.
$2 million for 20%.
I'll take that offer. Done.
Really?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, do we have a deal?
All right. We have a deal. Wow.
Easy breezy. I love it.
Thank you. I'm so
Don't think about
excited.
it.
Holy cow.
You owe me 5% for helping you on that.
Totally. You can have free tickets to the LA Haunted Hayride. Thank you so much,
Thanks,
you guys.
Melissa.
Good
Appreciate
luck.
it.
I don't know what just happened. Wait a minute, I lost out on a deal. Come to think of it.
Yeah, you just did. I think that the next generation of entertainment is experiential entertainment, where people get out of the house and go and get a unique experience.
I thought for me to get my money back if I did that deal for $2 million, I'd have to rise from the dead and look like that before I get it.
You already have, Kevin.
Are we excited? Are we excited? Mark on board and $2 million. This is the biggest deal ever. I'm so excited. This changes the game for us.
Next into the tank are self-described mini sharks from New Jersey with a unique opportunity for the sharks.
Hello, Sharks. My name is Jason Reddish.
My name is Val Pinkasov. Our company is Total Merchant Resources. We're seeking $200,000 in exchange for 20% of our company. One of the most frequent causes of a failed business is being undercapitalized.
That's where Total Merchant Resources comes in. Because we're mini sharks. It's like looking in the mirror. Every entrepreneur that walks through these doors needs money. But with this financial meltdown, it's been virtually impossible for businesses to get their hands on money. Just like we're coming to you for an investment and a partnership, we have responsible business owners coming to us daily for similar reasons.
That's right. Total Merchant Resources provides alternative financing solutions so they can get the capital they need quickly to give their business a shot in the arm. So with your help, we want to expand our reach, fund more small businesses, and swim with the big sharks. Let's do it.
You guys do get the irony here, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you're competing.
Let's talk about a typical loan. Let's say I own a dog.
First, is it loans or because you said underwriting?
That's a great.
It's loans.
It's not really a loan. Semantically, I mean, you could take.
You're taking equity.
We're not taking equity.
Well, let's
Say
take
you're a
an
restaurant.
example. I'm a dog groomer. My sales are $80,000 a year, and I need another $20,000 so I can do more. All right? I can't get that from a bank. I'm too small. I come to TMR, Total Merchant Resources.
That's right.
And I say I need $20,000. What are the terms under which I get that $20,000?
If they qualify, we'll give them $20,000.
What are the terms?
They will pay us back on that $20,000, approximately $26,000 to $28,000, depending on the risk of their business.
What are the terms? So what's the annualized interest rate?
What percentage?
Well, there is no term.
What we do is we collect a specific amount of their credit card sales until we get paid back, which is why almost like a royalty, which is why there's no term.
Because we're taking over their credit card processing. Let's say the merchant batches $1,000 tonight. $800 is going to hit that merchant's account, and $200 is going to hit our account until we're paid back. Now,
I got it. Okay, so you use lending somebody money as a foot in the door to get their processing account.
It's ancillary. It's
right.
an ancillary.
So I have a restaurant, and I need $50,000 to upgrade, improve the restaurant, whatever it may be. And I go to you guys and say, yo, Jason,
what's up?
I need a little bit of cash here. You know, these banks, they ain't giving me nothing.
That's not
right?
that bad.
Yeah, nothing, right? They ain't giving me nothing.
I've taken speech classes.
You say 50,000 mark.
50,000
mark. I got you. You're doing $1 million in revenue. Where you just switch your credit card processing to us. We're going to take 6% off your sales or whatever it may be. And when you're paid off, you're paid off. And oh, by the way, we do credit card processing better than anybody, right? Am I right?
We take over 74%. 74% of the business that we have coming in, we take over the processing.
Does Val end up at their door
with a baseball bat
in the middle of the night?
Jason, Val, what's your background? Are you finance guys?
I owned a decent-sized mortgage company for about 10 years.
And what's your background?
And I was in mortgage sales for a while. I ran offices. About 6 years ago, I actually interviewed at Jason's office for a management position, and I was hired.
What are your sales?
In 2012, we did $364,000 in gross sales, okay? Our take home on that was about $220 in distributions. So what we need from you sharks, okay, is to be able to introduce us to the bigger credit card processing accounts, because that's the only component of this business that requires the who you know factor.
Where are you going to get the float? Where are you going to get the extra cash?
I'm getting to that, right? So once we get the credit card processing accounts on board through your connections, those accounts throw off a very nice size residual.
Jason, Kevin's example, the dog groom. If someone's doing $80,000 a year and they need 20 grand, there's no way that business could afford to pay you back in 12 months.
It could.
So we already have a successful track record. We only started with 5,000, okay? That 5,000 has grown over time to be worth over $100,000.
You guys, I'm not really sure about all of this, and for that reason, I'm out.
Okay.
Okay.
I tanning salon in Bayside, Queens, all right? Air conditioning unit blows on the
Hey, I
roof.
went to Bayside High.
Guy needs $18,000 to fix his HVAC on his roof, right? How long does it take a guy running a tanning salon to get $18,000 together to fix the thing on the roof?
Right.
If I'm not there, he's out of business.
Yeah.
We get it funded in 3 or 4 days.
No, Jason, look, there's an entire subset of small businesses that cannot get a loan, but it's not a market for me. This isn't a business that I would want to be in. I'm out.
Even though there's a 400% return in less than a year, 2 years.
That's a pretty...
I mean, it's...
But guys, that's part of the problem. That's the upside and the downside. The risk is government, right? Right now, there aren't limitations, but it's almost like payday loans. Until they got so popular, people started to complain, and then government stepped in and started to introduce regulations.
We have testimonials, no joke, where clients were actually crying on the phone saying, Val, I'm so happy that you were able to get this to me because we want to be able to come through for them.
Look, I get it. There's a value. I'd actually rather see them go through you than take a loan from the bank because at least you guys will care and work with them, but it still makes me feel uncomfortable. You know, they always say that when something goes wrong, they go to the deepest pockets. And I'd be your deepest pockets. For that reason, I'm out.
Damon.
I'm out.
I happen to think that what you do is a necessary, and some of these sharks think it's a necessary evil. It's still necessary to keep a business afloat. That's all that matters. I'm going to make the assumption that you were smart enough to get in front of me in Shark Tank, that I should be your partner. But that will not happen unless I have 50%.
Bam.
Four sharks are out. Kevin is Jason and Val's last chance for a deal.
I'm going to make the assumption that you were smart enough to get in front of me in Shark Tank, that I should be your partner. But that will not happen unless I have 50%.
Bam.
I'll give you $200,000 to be 50% partner in this business. And I'll probably take you to a whole new level. There's no question about it. I have access to capital you only dream of.
You know, it's funny, Val, we were joking with you about strong-arm tactics, and then you met Mr. O'Leary with the $200,000 for 50% offer.
I just happen to think I bring a tremendous amount of credibility to this business, and capital, and contacts, and for me to ask to be a 50-50 partner is not unreasonable in my view.
And so your distribution just got cut in half.
Yes, what you're asking us to do is basically take 3 years of our life.
I just put capital in for $200,000. You can't tell me right now you're worth...
Can I hold on. Can I explain how we got to the valuation?
Instead of starting it myself, I'm giving up from day one half the equity to you two guys. That's the way I look at it. Because if I want to do this, I can. I can do it myself, okay?
See, in Kevin's defense, the minute you guys walk out, takes out some ads, goes to a headhunting firm and says, you know what? Find me the best.
You know, if it was
and I'll pay him $500,000 a year.
You
know how many people...
What are you going to do? $200,000, 50%.
What do you think the probability is that people return my phone call?
Very high.
Thank you. Go think about it.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, they brought up a good point. How many businesses in Shark Tank could use a processing service like this?
A lot.
He's asking us to give us, it's 2 times earnings. I mean, that's insane.
Yeah.
You know, you really are the right partner for it.
I think
You're the
so,
only
too.
one
I
up
think
here
they
that
should
has
take
that
your deal.
element. You know, your only question is, are these the guys who are going to take you to the promised land? Jason, Val, welcome back to the tank. Kevin made you an offer. $200,000 for 50%.
You know, Kevin, we feel that our sales, our revenue, has tremendous value as well. Granted, there's barriers to entry, like you mentioned.
Guys, I pay 10 times what you put up to start this thing, and there's no barriers to entry.
Make a counter.
So we want to do $250,000 for 25% equity.
No. No.
Try to be more reasonable than 50%.
If I put my name on a business, it's going to geometrically increase the AUM, the assets under management. If you don't believe that, turn around, walk out the door. You can walk right out of the Shark Tank, and you'll stay small.
Nobody wants to bid for this? You could always say I'm not out. You've heard more.
Guys, you got to give us
make a call, guys.
We got to stop thinking about it. It's binary, yes or no.
240?
No. There is no flexibility, my friend. It's yes or no. Binary, on or off.
There's always flexibility.
There isn't.
If it was guaranteed that we would be blown up?
Jason, come on.
There's no guarantee.
You know whether
Why don't you guys just flip a coin? Just get it over with. Just flip a coin.
Yeah, if it means that... If
That's
it's,
life, usually.
Come on, Jason, you know what you want to do.
You got to make a decision.
Got a coin?
I'll let you flip a coin, that's fine.
Kev, I got a quarter.
Hey, is there any way another shark would get involved at that deal? 200,000, 50%, 100.
My deal's very simple. You know what it is. Do you want me to flip this coin, or you want to say yes now?
I'll say,
I think we should say
heads with your partner, tails with your partner.
You got a deal.
Oh, I want to see the coin flip.
This is my favorite coin.
Wow.
Both sides I
Can
win.
I have that coin? Would you mind?
This is the first distribution.
Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Now, this is actually the one business where you put up a little money and you hire somebody, you could replicate
I could have. But what I like is they've got an existing book, and they're probably good foot soldiers.
My man.
You're going to make it choke on the camera. The definition of a good deal is when 2 people walk away a little unhappy. I think in this case, Mr. Wonderful might have walked away a little too happy. But I guess only time will tell once we're on the cover of Forbes magazine.
Next on Shark Tank, special guest shark John Paul DeJoria, billionaire founder of Paul Mitchell, joins the Sharks.
These products are safe.
Stop the madness.
$300,000 for 20%. You give me the answer right now. Well, I'd say yes and no.
Think carefully, because you don't want to walk out of here having an oh no moment.
I'll give you the 400K.
So I'm going to make you the same offer.
Silence, please.
You don't have anything for sale right now?
Correct. We're sweetening the pot here. It's the worst pitch I've ever seen.
A family suspects a cold-blooded murderer is in their home. What happens next? An all-new 2020 starts now.
To think.
Tonight, it's getting even scarier in the tank.
Oh, God.
You overvalued your business. That's the horror story you brought here.
And the biggest deal in Shark Tank history is made.
Stop the madness. Tell us why you're worth $20 million.
In the tank, hopeful entrepreneurs get a once-in-a-lifetime chance to pitch the Sharks in hopes of getting an investment to start, grow, or save their businesses.
Now, what are we going to do?
The entrepreneurs must convince a shark to invest the full amount they're asking for, or they'll walk away with nothing.
We're not crazy about the deal, quite honestly.
Why are you such a greedy pig?
If the Sharks hear a great idea, whoa, they're ready to invest using their own money. And they're willing to fight each other for a piece of the action.
I'm going to offer you $250,000.
That's ridiculous.
You really need the right partner to be with.
Stop singing my praises, please.
I'll give you $2 million for 40%.
Wow.
Who are the Sharks? They're self-made millionaire and billionaire investors who are entrepreneurs themselves. Kevin O'Leary is a venture capitalist who turned a $10,000 loan into a software business worth $4.2 billion. Damon John is a fashion and branding expert who grew his homemade clothing line into the globally recognized fashion brand FUBU, with over $6 billion in retail sales to date. Robert Herjavec, the son of an immigrant factory worker, is now a technology mogul who sold his first internet companies for over $350 million. Lori Grenier, the queen of QVC, holds over 100 patents and has launched over 300 products, grossing over $500 million in retail sales. And Mark Cuban, notorious billionaire entrepreneur, tech guru, and the outspoken owner of the NBA's Dallas Mavericks. First into the tank are entrepreneurs from Utah who are hoping their product will become an everyday household fix-it tool.
Hi, Sharks. I'm Eric Child.
And I'm Spencer Quinn.
And we are FiberFix.
FiberFix?
FiberFix! FiberFix! We're looking for $90,000 for 10% of our company. FiberFix is the world's strongest repair wrap. In fact, it is 100 times stronger than duct tape. To show you just how strong it is, we created this beautiful hammer made of 2x2s wrapped together with FiberFix. This awesome hammer is so strong that it can break through cinder block.
I don't believe it.
You're gonna believe it.
Hi-ya! Hi-ya!
Whoa! Stop the madness.
And it gets better. FiberFix saves you time and money. And now you can fix things that you could not fix before. And you can fix things with less money. Leaky pipe? FiberFix it. Broken tool handles? FiberFix it. Cracked your hockey stick? Okay, everyone say it with me now. What are we gonna do? FiberFix it!
Even broken furniture. This stool was broken in 2 places. Just wrapped it, sanded it, painted it. FiberFix!
Now, Sharks, I'd like you to take a look at these samples that we have here of the product.
Thank you.
Here you go, Robert.
Thank you.
Kevin.
Sharks, FiberFix is taking off. So who's ready to FiberFix it?
Very good.
Spencer, let me ask you a question. How many of these are we selling right now?
Over $100,000 worth of product.
In what period of time?
In the last few months.
So it's brand new?
It's brand new.
Why is this better than duct tape?
Well, why don't we show you a little demo?
Here's a temple that's been repaired with duct tape. Doesn't quite cut it. Here's the snap temple that's been repaired with FiberFix.
Let me see it. This is incredible.
Yeah, it's awesome, right?
Incredible.
It's a specialized blend of resin along with industrial-grade fibers.
What's the process to make it work? I buy it, and then what do I do?
You just take it out of the pouch, you dip it in water, and that activates the resin that's in the tip, so it's water activated. You wrap around the broken item, and after about 5 minutes, it's going to start to harden.
You have to put it in water, and you can't touch it with your bare hands?
Well, you're not going to want to because it's really sticky, and once you get that on your hands, it's going to be there for a while.
So what do you charge me for this?
So we sell it in 3 different sizes. The 4-inch costs $9.99, the 2-inch costs $7.99, and the 1-inch costs $5.99.
So what's your cost?
The average cost is under $2 landed.
Yours, and what do you wholesale it for?
For $4.
So where are you selling right now?
We're in over 400 independent retailers right now, but we are now set up as a vendor with Home Depot, and we have a PO coming for a 240-store test.
You know, I'll make you an offer. Very simply, I give you the $90,000, I take no equity. You keep your company. You pay me back every time you sell a unit 70 cents until I get the $90,000 back. I don't know how long it's going to take. And then after I get the $90,000 back, you pay me 20 cents in perpetuity.
And then you take your children, and they have to work for them forever. All right, Eric, I would be your biggest customer in a single race weekend on my race cars in those tapes, though. I'll give you the $90,000 for 10%. Straight in, no royalty, and we're in this together.
Giving up equity right at the beginning can be very expensive later on.
Eric, one of my best friends runs a $16 billion home hardware company.
Really?
Yeah. When I go over to his house, there is duct tape everywhere.
What if you want to get it off of something? How does it remove?
It's tough. I'm going to be honest.
It's not coming off.
Eric, why are we having this discussion? Let's go sell some fiber fix. You've got two offers here.
Are there any other offers?
We want to hear from the rest of the sharks, but before we do, we want to just alert you to one other development in the business.
We recently received a purchase order from QVC.
There's someone else in QVC that sells product? I'm shocked.
It's an opening test order.
Are you definitely going on to QVC with this?
No, we're definitely going on.
If you're already committed to QVC, I'm out. I have a deal with HSN.
Okay. We understand. Thanks, Damon.
I will tell you what I think here.
That QVC disease has affected this product.
That QVC will probably make them very wealthy. Here's my offer. I'm going to offer you $250,000 for 18%, and I'll tell you why. One, I know the power of QVC, but I also know the power of QVC when you're with me. But I think another huge opportunity here is the infomercial spot market.
Right.
I'll tell you honestly, you really need the right partner. You need somebody who knows the ropes and who also knows who are the good partners
Thanks,
to be
Lori.
with.
Stop singing my praises.
Eric, who is the biggest buyer for this product? Is it men or women?
We believe it's probably
I don't
men.
think a lot of women are going to be applying.
So where do you think most guys shop? Do you think they shop online in infomercials? Do you think they shop in a hardware store?
Well, my understanding is a lot of women
I can immediately tell you he's wrong.
Any shark can get you into the infomercial
That's
business.
not true at all. You know, he has no experience about it. They can get you in, but they can get you in with the wrong partners.
We're concerned about, if it goes well, now you've got to put $1 million, $2 million, $3 million
Your media buyer partners will do that.
How are you guys going to pay for the infomercials? $90,000 isn't going to do it. $120,000 isn't going to do it.
As usual, all roads lead back to me, because I don't require any equity in my deal.